Are you looking to purchase an embroidery machine? Then I want to talk a little bit about the pros and cons of purchasing this machine from two places. One, big box stores, Joann's, formerly Walmart, Amazon, or purchasing from a sewing machine dealership. So in this video, we're going to talk about the pros and cons of buying from the big box stores. Check out the other video for the pros and cons that come with buying from a dealership. Okay, first off, big box stores. What do I mean? I mean Walmart and Amazon. Probably at this point, kind of the two that you can go to and immediately purchase a machine that does embroidery right off the shelf. Here's some of the pros, some of the reasons you might want to do that or you may have in the past. Price, money. The biggest draw to purchasing these machines is that they can offer lower prices. They do more sales, they have a higher volume, they have less overhead, all the reasons that we know we can shop there for lower priced items. So if you are looking to get into something for, say, the $300, $400, $500 to $800 range, which is really the very lowest that you can spend on an embroidery machine, this would be your option. This offers, of course, purchasing one of these machines comes with the convenience because these places are really easy to access. They have 24 hours usually. You can swing by, pick up a machine, just have it delivered right to your doorstep. So we know pro-wise of buying from a big box involves budget-friendly pricing and then also the convenience. They don't have a lot of variety in terms of brands. Typically, Brother is the one that you will see the most often, and the variety that you're going to see is very small. Some of them might have Disney, some of them may not. Hoop size, if you haven't heard of this before, hoop size limits how big of an area you can stitch. Most people who get into machine embroidery are the most disappointed when they purchase entry-level machines because they didn't know that they would be limited to a 4-inch by 4-inch space, or they thought that wasn't a big deal, and it turned out that it was. Some of the cons to purchasing from a big box store are the lack of staff knowledgeability, right? The people you're buying from do not know anything more than likely about these machines, if you even have anyone to talk to. And once you purchase them, this is really kind of the kicker, you do not get any support, right? There's no one to answer specific questions about how the machine works, about the machine features, about problems you may having. There's no classes that were included with the purchase of that machine. So the after-sales support is very minimal. Now you might be okay with this. It is an entry-level machine. So as long as you are fairly independent as far as learning and you feel comfortable relying on, say, YouTube or Facebook forums for a place to get your questions answered, then this might be just fine for you. Now, usually returns are not a big deal in these places. You have the receipt or you have proof of purchase, proof of some sort of malfunction, or even changing your mind, and they will let you return it for a full refund. Big box stores do not offer classes, but they also don't repair or service your machines, and you also don't get demonstrations beforehand. It's awfully nice to try something out before you use it and to be able to ask someone what they think and what are the pros and cons in their opinion. So we know we have limited selection. These are low-end beginner models, which is fine if you're just getting into embroidery. It's going to limit you in terms of features and in terms of the sizes of things you can stitch. Think small, think no bigger than, say, this is the very biggest you'll be able to stitch. Potentially, these could be rebuilt or refurbished machines, especially with Amazon, but they should always be disclosing that. That shouldn't be a surprise. And that happens in sewing machine dealerships as well. So I don't really consider that to be an issue. Sometimes refurbished machines are even better. Someone's gone through them completely and made sure they're really working well. What you would be getting and what you should expect with an entry-level machine is you're going into it knowing that budget was probably important. that you're looking at something under $1,000. That's your primary concern. You're comfortable knowing that this has the very minimal features. You're comfortable learning on your own, and you know you're buying a very basic, very entry-level machine. And as long as you're comfortable with those things, I think you'll know what you're getting when you purchase from a big box store. If you are going to purchase from one, let me know what you're getting or what your experience has been in the comments. Check out my next video and I'll talk about purchasing from a sewing machine dealership and how that compares.